Alright guys, this is your boy Russian and we are back on our free-to-play journey and it's day 19 right now, so a little bit over 2 weeks. Had a few issues this week, some personal stuff, so I couldn't pump up as many videos this week, but we're back. What's up guys, it's your boy Russian with another Raid Shadow Legends video. So yeah, we are in the main account, so what I'm gonna be doing today, I'm gonna give you an account review, I'm gonna talk to you guys where we are right now and what's the plans, what's coming next, and everything else. If you want to become a part of my squad in Raid, click on my link in the description right now and get a free legendary Karato as well as 4 epics as you level up. Let me show you how. Log out of Player and Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champion. That's all you need to do to get a free Karato as well as Uugo, Rector Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you level up. Don't miss out and click on my link right now. Alright, so one of the main things still lacking on the whole, gold kind of status right now. But, as you guys know, we just crossed day 25, pretty much like the daily draw, right? So I was able to put my hands in Uugo's Arthur. So this guy right now, it's gonna help the account a lot. It's not that I don't have champions that do what he does, but he does a little bit better. In the most, because he also has on his aura a 25% speed. So this is gonna help us in the arena a lot, because that has been one of the places that has been a little bit harder. But let's talk about the other champions as well. Alright, as you guys know, I prioritize Supreme Gallic in the start of the account to get 6-star. I mean, he's a massive nuker, he's a burner. It's something you guys need in the account, and the most when you get to higher stages on the spider, okay? And he hits pretty hard, so this helps a lot. Eventually, it may change a little bit to where I focus more on keep him alive and keep this guy, just pretty much like debuffing, causing burns, etc. But for right now, he's like my main nuker. Now, I was actually very lucky a couple of weeks ago, and I was able to pull Tagoar the Frog. That actually has been helping a lot on clan boss and some other areas. Pretty much keeping people alive, being able to cause some reflect damage, give some shield, some alive protection, and everything else. Also, really good poisoner, and he has on the A1 a decreased attack. So he calls poison pretty much all the time, for the most part. So it helps with clan boss, dragon, and pretty much every other area in the game. Great champion. Also pulled a Cold Heart. Now, Cold Heart, a little bit of problems because I really need some more chickens right now. And pretty much her gear is okay, but it's still not the best. But I am causing 100% crit rate, so pretty much she's able to do her job. But the problem is, as you guys know, in an account when it's new as that, accuracy is not the best. So a lot of times to be able to decrease turn meter may or may not work. As of right now, in the levels I'm able to actually get to, it's pretty much 100%. So it's helping a lot. Gallic, as you guys know, has been kind of a little in the back burner, but still solid for now. I'm also working on Armger, but for now, he doesn't have any gear because I really don't have any decent gear to put on him. So just holding on. Then we have Karato the Fox Hunter. Now, Karato is one of the, I'll be honest, it's one of the best guys in the team, but I have to start focusing on creating a one team, okay? So basically, having him as a healer, now my focus probably gonna be on Uugo's Arthur, because I need a decent reviver. Now, yes, I do have Rector Drath, what is great, but I feel this champion may do a little bit better for me for this account. Now, as you guys see, I have some other pretty decent champions. I have Uugo, I already got Uugo. I do want to work in some of those guys, like Longsword Rux. Very solid, rare, okay? But a lot of those gonna have to take second place, because, as you guys know, free-to-play resources it's very hard. So my plan is to be able to climb the Doom Tower so I can get more resources and pretty much like focus in some of those areas as well. And basically create a team that I can go through all the dungeons at least to stage 15 or so, hopefully get to 20, and then work on teams that are more specific to different areas of the game. All right, so now let's look where we are overall. In campaign, as of right now, I cleared all the way to Brutal. I have not touched Nightmare. So, thing about Nightmare is, it's a pretty big resource dump. And as long as I can farm, and right now I'm not actually farming 12-3, I'm farming 11-3, but it's still pretty decent because I'm not getting 100% on stage 3 of 12, and it's just because I need to work on getting better gear. But as you guys know, I need to be able to get to higher levels, or it's really not worth the gear I'm gonna end up getting. Okay, when we come to dungeons, all right, so dungeons in general, I have been able to get to 3, sometimes 4. I feel with that new champion, I should be able to go a little higher, but he also needs to get his gear a little bit more tuned up. Minotaur, I am kind of getting close to 15. Again, the reason why is I can probably put a team together that gets 15, but I have to think, do I actually need masteries straight away in all of them? Okay, that's the thing. I have to focus my resources. So 14 right now. What it means, if I really need to actually buy masteries, right now it's still kind of a little limbo, and I probably would buy masteries as of right now. Ice Golem's Peak, I already got to stage 13, what is pretty decent. The reason why stage 13 is important is because you are able to start getting 6-star gear. Now, don't take me wrong, Ice Golem Peak, not really a place I like to farm. Not so much of a place for you guys to bad to farm if you are really early game, because some of those artifacts, and the most retaliation, cursed, critical rates, and defense, they are pretty decent, okay? But they kind of fall off very quick. So if you have, because of a mission, because of a tournament or anything, go farming here. But unless it's for those reasons, it's usually not that worth it. All right, so Spider's Den. Spider's Den, oh my god. So one thing I never understand, Spider's Den's the only one that will give you garbage gear, even when you're in a certain level. I forgot when it falls off, but you can still get like uncommon artifacts. So right now, I can actually go to stage 9, where I get 3 to 5. Again, that Reviver, probably going to be helping. It's good to have a cleanser. It's good to have a block buffs, okay? Because that stops you from getting damage from the poisons, from spiralings, unless you can completely nuke them. But for that, I may need to work a little bit on control the spider, and that's why I have arm gear, that's why I have cold heart. But I still need to get a little bit better gear for them. So yeah, stage 9, not too bad. I feel like Spider, it's the place you need farm, but you don't want to because it's just brutal, and it's very hard sometimes to get the right artifact you need for the right champion. So as of right now, I'm keeping a little bit on hold until I can actually move up to around stage 13, because I will need a lot of critical damage artifacts, you know, accuracy artifacts. So when I start feeling like I can't progress anymore, I may have to come in here and farm. Dragon, again, pretty good. Basically because stage 15 is not a bad place to farm. Stage 13 also, but, you know, stage 15, you're getting more. You have better chance to get better gear. So, pretty happy I got in here. Now, start to work on progressing all the way to stage 20, where I can actually get 5 to 6 star gear. Dragon, probably early game for you guys. It's probably the best place for you guys to farm. Probably gonna give you the best gear. So, very happy to be here, but still a lot of work to do. Torag's a great poisoner, but I probably should start working eventually, not right now. But to get someone like Petrivia, or if I pull Kael, you know, something to apply as a better poisoner, just because the amount of poisons you're able to put in the Fire Knight, in the Dragon. Okay, so not too bad. In the most for just a little over about 2 weeks and a half. Not a bad place to be. Now we go to Fire Knight. Fire Knight, I have got all the way to stage 10. Now, I probably could get higher, but I haven't really attempted that much. Basically because, as you guys know, even if I can clear higher right now, chance for me to get the gear I need are a little bit low. So my focus right now is definitely not that. But as you guys know, Arbiter missions a lot of times going to tell you to clear a certain amount of time, do so many runs in some of those dungeons, and that's pretty much the time we're actually going to be coming to those dungeons and trying to get better gear. Now, I'm not going to talk about Sand Devils and Phantom Shoguns because basically this is a very mid-game-ish kind of dungeons. I'll be honest, it would make me no sense to try to clear because I'm not going to go and get far enough to actually make sense for me to be running. This early, I'm not going to be awakening a lot of my pieces unless I got a major piece, and to be honest, I already have a few of the free ones, okay? So I don't need right now, not going to focus on that. Arena, well, so the thing about Arena is, I was on 4, I was going in for gold 5, but this week has been a little bit hard because I'm also starting another account that is a kind of like harder project, and I'll share with you guys later on. But so not really running as much as you guys can see. The last few days I've been running just what I had to run for the most part. So kind of like putting some work in, but not as hard. But still, I need better, to be honest with you guys. So those champions are pretty decent because they nuke, but they're not exactly a arena team. Okay, so not too bad to have a burner, and not too bad to have Karato locking some of the skills. Tarag kind of putting some defense, and Gallic in here, he's just here. Okay, so probably gonna be pulling Rector Drath. Actually, I should do that now because it is good to have the lower defense from Gallic, but it doesn't do enough damage to actually say that it's a big help to the account. So that's where we are in the arena. When we come to Tag Arena, it's the same situation. Tag Arena, at this point, I don't have enough champions, so I may take some very easy fights here and there, but there's not much for me really to be doing here. Maybe get a couple of points, get a couple of those gold bars, come into the bazaar, and maybe get some energy or ancient shards. Okay, that's all you can do at this point. But that's the time I have to start thinking, you know, a lot of times when I look at my champions, well, who am I going to get to 4-star? Who am I going to get 5-star? Because while I'm not going to fully build those champions right now, I may be able to use them on the Tag Arena, just be able to get some energy, ancient shards, and things like this. Okay. Also, this is the first time in this account that I'm being lacking some of the souls for my most of the main champions. Usually I'm very lucky pulling for some of my main champions on my first soul stones. Not happening. Ingrid actually has 2-star. I may have to build him because some areas, and because trust me, early in the game, soul stones, soul awakenings, they help a lot. As much as we may not realize at times, even one soul in a common champion completely change how you can progress with them. Faction Wars, not doing too bad. I'm not focusing as much because I'm trying to build specific champions for my main team. Because if I have a main team, I can progress everywhere in the game, get more resources, right? So as of right now, it's being kind of hard to deal with, but I could eventually get a couple more levels, but not in the most with the week ahead. Not spend too much time in here, but it's something that eventually I'm gonna be building teams. As you guys see, I really don't burn my rares this early in the game, unless it's something like Hell Hades challenge. I don't burn my rares because I rather build them and have a full team for Faction Wars, and then just go replacing them as I get better champions, and then they become food. But mainly, get an alt 4-star, every champion you're gonna actually use, and the moment they fall off, you just use them as food. That's all you have to do. That's usually the best day to attack. I know of people that actually were able to get completed all Faction Wars with 4-star champions, okay? A little bit crazy to do, but doable. Clan Boss. All right, almost done, guys. Clan Boss, yes. Hard right now, I've been doing with 3 keys, but now that I got Rector Drath a little bit more leveled up, I should be able to do with 2 keys. I may have some time to quit the game before the battle ends because it's still not speed tuned. I don't have the gear to speed tune anyway. So a lot of times I may not make that half the amount of points I need. So as long as I pay attention and I'm able to quit in time, I should be able to 2 key. So start now in the most with that new champion. Try to get to 1 key and then move on to Brutal, okay? Now, the clan I'm at, as you guys see, it's still early, but nothing has been cleared. It's pretty much a dead clan. But as of right now, I'm just sticking up to that and hope to get a Void Shard next week. So that's all I'm doing, okay? And when we go, the end is the Doom Tower. Doom Tower right now kind of stuck in the Nether Spider. I feel if I can build Armor, I should be able to just pass. But still need resources. There's no gear. I looked up. There's no gear for armor gear right now. So I may have to choose to spend some energy and go to the dungeons and try to get the basic stuff, or even on campaign, just get common gear if it is what it is. But the problem with him is I need 100% on crit rate and I need high accuracy. So unless I can get that, not worth for me to be trying. So yeah, guys, that's where I am at this point in this account. Like I said, it's completely free to play, nothing with playing, not getting content creator specials or anything. So it's going, but I feel usually like the first few weeks hard. After the first month, usually you sprint a little bit and then you take another break because there's nowhere to go. It's just build champions, build champions. So next week, build more champions, try to gear some of them, and try to move on the dungeons, Doom Tower, and all the other content. Alright guys, so yeah, just want to give you guys an update about the account. As you can ask me any questions, give me your opinions if you think I should be focusing in different champions or not. And yeah, just leave in the comments. Guys, I appreciate you being here very much. And as always, I'll see you in the game.